I'd rather be the guy that women can't have than the guy that women don't want. I'd rather be the guy that women cannot have than be the guy that women do not want. I am involuntarily celibate. I do not choose to be single. I've been forced to be single by options, lack of options, and, you know, doing things differently and still end up getting the same result. So I'm saying this because I'm at a turning point in my life where I'm doing so much better, but I also understand the flaws that I have that contributed to why things weren't going the way that I wanted them to. At the same time, I know that there's plenty of things that has just not been in my control, especially when it comes to perception of women and what they are attracted to. So for those who've been following me for the last year and a half, you know I've been in and out of hotels. And you would think that, you know, in these hotel rooms, I'm not by myself and I probably with different women, but that's not the case. If I'm being completely honest, I only been with 2 different women in any of one of my hotel rooms within the last year and a half. And that was 3 times, twice with one woman, once with another woman. And, you know, those weren't even, it wasn't even worth it. If I could go back, I wouldn't even dealt with that because it wasn't situations that were comfortable for me, that I feel satisfied with. But the point is, you know, I'm 30 years old and I'm not even double digits when it comes to different women. And I'm just saying this to give a brief understanding of the lack of opportunity that I had with women, because I pursued women desperately, you know, and I say desperately to just give a feel of on just how much it was a priority to be in a relationship. You know, I talk about being a gambling addict is a dopamine. And I didn't realize this when I was younger, but like, you know, I'm addicted to dopamine and relationships, you know, sex, things of that nature is like that gives dopamine, that instant gratification. You know, so that's why I prioritized it the way that I did throughout my life, which I wish I didn't, because it's done more wrong for me, and that there's no benefit other than that, you know, that dopamine that you're getting. Outside of that, there's really just consequences to it. But the point is, I'm at a turning point in my life where I'm doing so much better than I ever had financially. And I'm a lot more secure. I'm becoming a lot more secure with myself. And, you know, socially, I have a bad reputation as far as the internet, the controversy, but that kind of doesn't really matter as much because people don't care. And there's still opportunities for me to be successful and better my image. So I feel that, you know, there will be more women available to me as I become more financially stable and socially accepted to an extent. But what do women actually have to offer to me? Nah, nothing. You know, me being the guy that I know that I am, you know, protector, provider, respectful, and, you know, I was too much of a nice guy because I always wanted to cater to a woman, to whatever I felt like she needed, so I could be whoever she wanted, you know what I'm saying, to an extent, you know. But this is my last night in this hotel room. You know, if you look at the bed, like I've been in this hotel for 3 nights. You know what I mean? I've been by myself, you know, and that's not by choice. So it's like I don't have the options to be with the woman that I want. You know what I'm saying? Or just in general too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of it is out of my control. And as I'm getting older and as I'm trying to find create my purpose for why I'm here in life and what works for me, it's like I've been coming to the conclusion like I'm better off single. Not because I want to be single, it's like relationships are not for everyone. And I'm talking about all kinds of relationships. It could be, you know, romantic, sexual, like it does not work for everyone. You know, there's consequences to all of that, as well as, you know, when I try to think about the benefits, is it really worth it? You know, and I'm STD free that I'm aware of. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been tested, so I shouldn't say that. But, you know, I don't have no kids. And for the most part, it's like, as a man, as long as I can mentally, you know, find some mental stability, because that's my biggest flaw. And then financially, you know, find some financial stability, my value as a man goes up a lot. But what does it matter if, like, I'm so broken too that I don't even have what I used to have to offer to women, and that's just myself, you know what I'm saying? And you know, just as a, you know, man, like, being a provider and a protector is just like, I don't want to be responsible for anyone. And women I allowed women to make me feel like that, because women felt like that I had no value to them. That's how they treated me. That's how they, you know what I mean? I was never an option, not even a third or fourth option. You know what I'm saying? I just wasn't an option for the most part. And it's like, I got to move past that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be single, but it's like, that might be the best option for me. You know what I'm saying? To give a woman my time and energy, you know, not just money, but it's like, I'm really giving her my energy. And I just never been accepted like that. And when I look at the women that have been available to me, I always get women that are usually unattractive. Like, and I don't think that's a coincidence. Like, you know, the women that are available to me are usually available to every other guy as well. Like, it's not, and not to say anything wrong about the woman, but the standard of her, when I look at her, what she goes for, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, she's a little desperate too, in my opinion. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, or she's just low, she's not as attractive. It's like these are my best options, is options I don't even want, or these are my only options. Like, nah, I'm not settling for that. It's not going to work. And it's like, I can't get the woman I want, and I don't want to settle less and, you know, lower my standards and accept women I don't want just to not be alone, because I'm lying to her and I'm lying to myself, because I'm pretending like, and I've tried that before too, you know, try to, you know, even girls that were my friends, but I liked them as a person, but I wasn't attracted to them physically, and try to make that work out. It never worked for me. It does not work. And I cannot, you know, lower my standard like that, because again, I'll be lying to myself and I'll be lying to her throughout that relationship, pretending like I want this when I'm not. As a man, I'm attracted to a woman's anatomy. Like, it's just the way it is. Like, I wish I could just be attracted to the personality and whoever that person is. And, you know, that would, you know, but it doesn't really work. It needs, there's so many different things that need to fall into place in order for me to be attracted. And really, it's really just her physical image. And then I usually settle for whatever unconditional character flaws she have. If it's not too bad, I'll usually settle for a woman. But when it comes to personality, but that's the wrong thing to do too. And I realize I treat attractive women way better than I treat unattractive women that have better personalities. That's wrong. So it's just like, you know, what I'm saying is, bro, not to make this too long, is I'm better off being single. And I hate to I feel convinced that I'm better off single, you know, because pursuing women drove me crazy. You know, I'm not perfect. I'm not the most attractive guy. And as far as in me, my reputation is terrible as far as, you know, just social media. So I understand why women wouldn't want to stand next to me based on that alone. You know what I mean? Because I understand my reputation and the damage that I've done in society as far as in just the choices I made. But man, before I even got to that point, you know, at 26 years old, when I said F right AC, like, it was just like I was getting the same results and I was doing things differently. And that drew me crazy when it came to women. And I'm just like, all right, they just don't want me. It's just, it is what it is. Like, a woman's only going to want me for what I could provide to her. And it just, no matter how I look at it, it just it doesn't work for me. It's not going to work for me. And I look at guys around me, and it doesn't really work for them neither. So it's like, I don't know what's the purpose in life, but I don't think, you know, soulmates and relationships, I don't know. I don't even want to have an opinion on it. I just want to live my life healthy, you know what I'm saying? Like, mentally and emotionally. And I allowed women to take that from me. Like, and I need to take my power back, in a sense. Like, I need to, you know, and it's hard, you know what I'm saying? Because I need to get rid of that desire of love and lust. And it's probably impossible to do it. I'm always going to be attracted to women, but they've hurt me more than I've never had a woman nurture me, or, you know what I'm saying, to, like, as a person, like, just, you know,